Hey y'all, and oh god, we welcome back to Honorbound, Redemption of the New Guard, not Dicing with Death.
Oh, we had long overlays this time.
Hey, if
This time, most
any
of the
any
time.
stream that I do the production on is inevitably going to have flaws in it, and if you're the sort of person who needs the highest production value to enjoy your content, I am not the place to come for that.
I feel that's exactly the same with me.
Yeah,
We had some many issues yesterday with overlays.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Okay, so you guys, let's start over the music again. Overland with Oxen. There it is. My amazing tabletop audio that you should all check out. Free advertising. Okay, so you guys are going on towards Hund is the first city on our way.
Yeah. So I assume that it's fastest to just take the road the whole way.
It is fastest to just take the road away because it is a quite heavily forested area outside of the road. Unless you, actually, the fastest way would be following the river and hiring a boat. Hiring a boat could take you to Valark in short of 3 or 4 days, and on foot from where you are right now, it would take you a week or even more.
I didn't think to take a boat, so unless someone else suggested it,
Nope.
we're walking.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk on towards Hund. On the way, you find, as always, on Scar is pretty well regarded as of trade, especially as it is a dwarven walled city. So a lot of mining going on, a lot of precious stones being hauled out, limestone, and other precious metals. Besides
Not a
that,
precious metal.
not what?
Limestone is not a precious metal.
No, but and other precious metals, yeah.
Limestone and precious metals.
And
Yeah,
precious
I think
metals.
we're all. Yeah,
Good word. Yeah, we're on the same page.
cool.
Okay. So you guys, as I said, you guys travel to Hund. No, nothing really happens on the way. Hund is a lot of a small city. It's
Hold on, I wanna roleplay some shit on the way to Onskar and Hund. I think it's important for the party to
definitely.
understand who they're walking with.
So
They may
we're
decide
leaving on
to kill
Scar.
me and abandon me.
I like it how every time. So you had Thurin, serious character. Okay, everything set out good. You're really good character. And then Thurin dies. Okay, let's make something that they want to kill. Velma again, like serious character, well made backstory and everything. Velma dies. Okay, let's make somebody they want to kill.
They're not gonna want to kill me. They may, but why would they? Desmond is a great guy. He's a stand-up citizen. He's like 16 years old. He's young and impressionable and foolish sometimes. He thinks he's
So,
cooler
on
than he
your-
actually is.
On your way to Hund, how do you roleplay? Like, what do you want to say?
Well, I start off by going, "Let's sing some adventuring songs." Uh, I nudge Justin. What's the scary guy's name again?
We don't have a scary guy. You mean
That guy in front of us. Yeah,
Sandor?
the grumpy guy. Sandor, do you know any marching songs?
I do not sing.
Oh. Oh, I see. Well, surely Hamara, you must know some.
Yeah, sure.
It is probably best you do not make any noise. It will dull your senses and distract you.
Well, then what are we supposed to do? Just walk in silence for weeks?
Only a few days.
It'll take weeks. If you require music, listen to the sound of the wind. It will tell you.
It's not windy out.
Then you are not listening hard enough.
Oh, okay. Say, Hamara, wait, I speak a little Elven. Where are you from? Tell me about your family. I'd love to know all about them.
I'm an orphan.
Oh!
Sandor can't help but smile.
Maybe.
I'd like to know all about them too, but I don't know any. I had a clue, but then the man who knew about it died.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
Yes, it is.
This
Did
is why
you
should not
meet
talk.
Sandor at the orphanage?
No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
How do you know Sandor then?
He helped me rescue a little girl.
Oh, what a softie. I always thought, well, I guess I shouldn't say always. I thought there was going to be a soft interior outside of that prickly, hard, no-nonsense sort of shell.
Everyone has a soft exterior once you stab them.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about, too. Maybe we should just walk in silence and listen to the wind.
It's better, right?
Yeah. Okay, now you can fast forward, Jockey.
Okay, Neil, for that, I'm gonna give Desmond an inspiration point.
Yeah.
That was not epic, but that was amazingly fun.
Dim role-playing inspiration. I think I'm the only person you've ever given inspiration to in like 20-some weeks of
I think
Honorbound.
Justin got it once. I definitely have
Justin-
never received inspiration.
I've gotten inspiration twice.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel like every time I give inspiration, everybody said, "Oh, this is the first time you gave it to me."
No, this is
I
like the
remember-
third time I've gotten inspiration. I just thought I'm the only one that's been given it.
Yeah, well,
DM bias. He doesn't
I
like
mean,
Ryan.
I got an inspiration last session for the wolf escape plan.
To be honest, I
See?
was not paying attention at that point.
Yeah.
yeah, you're creating a character. No worries. So you make it to Hund. As a Hund is Waranskar is a mining city. Hund is an animal husbandry city. So we have a lot of sheep and a lot of goats.
In
Hund
English,
is
that
the-
translates to a farming town. I mean, you could say animal husbandry
Animal
state, but
It's a term, but it's a term that's usually followed by
Okay, it's animal husbandry state.
I'll give you an inspiration point for that in real life.
Inspired. Oh, I want kind of like a soundboard. That'd be great to have a soundboard with stuff like that. Inspired. Anyway, the city is full of shepherds, and besides that, nothing much. There's nothing special about Hund. It's like between Karwik and Onskar, where Karwik and Onskar are quite different, and in the core they're very different cities, and some may even say interesting. Hund is the most mundane city you can find.
Is there
you go.
an inn or a tavern here?
There is actually no inn or taverns. Upon entering, the guards do tell you that there are a lot of farmers who rent out their rooms, but there is no inn or tavern inside of the town.
That's strange.
I say,
Would I-
passing farmer man. Is there an inn or a hotel around here that we three mighty adventurers could rest in and wash down
Ah,
some
man.
ale?
Oh, there's no inn or tavern, but you can always stay with me and Marigold. We have a couple of rooms empty. Ever since our son married and now has a wife and all, we don't really need those rooms.
Well, we'd love to stay with you and share your whatever with you. Wouldn't we, boys? And lady and Hamara.
My donkey is a lady.
I've stayed in worse places.
All right.
Oh, okay. Okay, follow me. It's right up this hill.
I go up the hill.
And yeah, you go up a small hill, and there's the stereotypical farm that you expect with a couple, maybe half a dozen shepherds working with a couple of herds of sheep and goats.
Mhm.
This goat still herds? Is still herds at goats? I think
Sure.
so. Okay.
Herds of goats.
And says, well, right through here. Up there. He points like to the western side of his house, which actually has 2 stories. And he says, that's where my boy is to sleep. There's a big double bed and a small bunk bed to the side. You can use those. You can pay for tonight or maybe help around. Whichever is good.
We are just traveling through. Our patron will see that you are compensated. And I gesture to Desmond, and I start unpacking my mule.
Oh, a fancy man here. Good.
How much for the 3 of us, good sir?
I guess 1 silver piece each. That is okay. We'll
I-
have food if you want.
I jingle around in my pocket and produce a gold coin. Here you go.
I don't have any change to give you.
Well, that's okay. We'll just... Maybe you can give us some food and stuff.
I can break that gold coin for you. And I will step in.
No, it's okay. We'll get our value out of this. So I'm sure the farmer here.
I am actually going to physically reach out and snatch the gold coin and pay the farmer.
Well, thank you.
So I get the farmer 3 silver.
He takes the 3 silver.
Take
He
gold.
says,
If Desmond mentions something,
well, I think Marigold will be setting dinner
Desmond
soon.
doesn't, so he doesn't get any change.
Yeah, Desmond does not mention anything.
If you want any food, we'll be downstairs. We'll
Thank
see
you.
here in about 1 hour.
Thank you. And when he leaves, I turn to Sandor and go, Sandor, that was not very kind. That was very awkward, and you know that farmer works very hard, and he could really use that money, I bet.
That man has probably not seen a gold coin in months. He would not know what to do with it.
But that's exactly my point. You know, it's. I just don't think it's very appropriate for you as the, you know, as my henchman to contradict me in front of the people we're talking with. It just doesn't seem right.
Isn't he more like a consultant?
An employee, technically.
Well, then perhaps you should not say things that require contradiction. You're going to get us robbed if you go around flashing your gold like this.
Oh, come on. He's just a harmless old farmer. He's not going to rob us. He must be 60 years old if a day.
But tomorrow he will gossip to his friends, who will gossip to their friends, and pretty soon the entire countryside will know what's the color of our coin.
Well, I'm going to go get me some eggs. And I go downstairs, not asking for any money back.
All right. Once I've unpacked or whatever, I'll head downstairs as well. Dinner.
Okay, you go. You get dinner. Marigold is maybe one of the most beautiful ladies you have ever seen. She is quite tall for the women you've seen around here. She is full-breasted and walks with an air of confidence around, but not necessarily that confidence of a cold lady, but that confidence of a lady that is really feels comfortable with herself and welcoming. It's like your grandmother's embrace. It felt in the greetings and in the
Hold on, I
food.
thought she was supposed to be attractive.
Let me finish.
She's an
in the
attractive
food.
woman that feels like your grandmother's embrace. We understand
that's
Chucky a little
one.
bit better today.
I think the word Chucky's looking for is maternal. She has a maternal quality.
Maternal. Okay. It's better. But at the same time, she might be one of the most beautiful women he have ever seen. Well, Hamar, I don't know if for you.
Nah. Actually, Hamara might be attracted to a certain maternalness, but yeah, not gonna make a big deal out of it or anything.
I probably stare awkwardly.
That's not how you stare at a woman. If you're gonna stare at a woman, just stare at her. Don't be awkward about it.
Ah, don't worry about it. Many women, many men stare at me. It's my John here prizes himself for that.
I must.
I think it's awkward because I'm silent. I'm like clearly eyeing this guy's wife and then just sitting there chewing her food when they bring it up.
Okay, so you eat. She gives you a lot of like however much food you want. She provides. She seems to be an excellent cook, and having a look around, the farm is pretty wealthy. You wouldn't say he or she is rich.
Hold on a sec, Neil.
What's happening?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
What's
nothing.
happening?
Nothing.
Conspiracies
Are there
against
roles?
the DM.
Can chat see the rolls?
Chat can see all the rules.
Okay, good.
What'd you roll for?
Nothing.
Nothing. Conspiracy against the DM.
So I eat. Yeah, I eat a frightening amount of food, like to the point where I'm very nearly sick. Like I'm trying to shovel down as much as possible so I won't have to spend as much money on food the next day.
That isn't how it works, but okay.
I mean, it's mostly role playing. I mean, actually,
yeah.
I
John?
tend to eat with grace and manners. You know, proper at the table, never resting my elbows. I might lift my plate up and eat like this, but I don't
She
hunch
actually
over.
prizes you. She actually praises you on that. Look, we have a young gentleman in here. You boys should take on him. You should run for him.
Sandor actually doesn't use silverware, so he's eating with his hands and just like.
Yeah, John is kind of doing the same thing.
Hamara's definitely eating with silverware. And it's not going remarked upon, because that's just how women eat.
It's just how all women eat the way you think they eat. No other way.
It's how ladies eat.
Are you saying my mother was not a lady? Amongst my people, we do not dull our knives on our food.
Well, tell us
Let's
about your mother there, Sandor.
Don't you dare talk about my mother.
Well, I was asking you to talk about her. But maybe we should save that story for the road. And wow,
talking
it
on the
sure
road
is
goes
getting
so
late.
well.
I think I'm gonna go to bed. The meal was delicious. What did you say your name was again, Miss?
Yes, my name is Marigold.
Miss Marigold. Thank you very much, Miss Marigold.
She nods her head.
Fool.
Oh, there you are. Where have you been this whole time? She kind of says to somebody behind you, Desmond.
I turn around and look back.
You turn around and you look back to see what is most definitely her daughter, which is nothing more and nothing less than a younger version of herself.
Fender
Ah.
stops shoveling food in his face.
And who
Well,
is
sounds
this
like midnight.
lovely young lady that I haven't been introduced to properly?
Her name is Diane, and she should have been home a couple of hours ago.
Diane.
Oh, come
I
on,
approach
Ma.
and reach for her hand as if to, introduce myself.
She kind of looks like this and gives you her hand.
And then I kiss the hand with my 9 charisma, which is, not bad.
You know what? Give me a 1d20.
I'm anticipating a 1.
10.
No.
Okay. So
There's a one in
she
there.
actually she giggles a bit. Oh, it's like,
I guess it's not that dark out. Perhaps after you've had your supper, Diane, you wouldn't mind showing me around the town. We're only here for a little while, and it'd be great to see the sights before things get... Yeah, before we have to leave on our adventure.
Mario just no, you need to. Don't worry, Mario. It's all good. You can quite do that, Diane. Feel free. And he kind of looks at Marigold with a certain face.
I don't understand what just happened there, but... Does Desmond get to leave with with Diane and...
It seems like she does, yeah. It seems like Marigold was against it, but John immediately interfered.
And how does Diane feel about this?
She is in a very giggly stage. All right, I'll show you around.
Okay.
Smiling.
I go upstairs,
wanna
grip
see?
my weapons, my sword and my shield, and come back downstairs and go,
Are they
just
the
in case
same-
we run into some bandits, And
No
I
bandits.
walk.
Oh, no, well, you're silly head. There's no bandits around.
You never know when you could run into a brigand or a thief or a goblin. Anyway, let me tell you about this cave that we're gonna go to, where all this treasure is. And I proceed to walk around town with her, explaining.
Sandor accompanies and follows like an awkward 20 feet behind.
I look back and go away. From like a.
I just shadow you the entire way.
At some point I try and lose Sandor. Go around the building and then grab Diana's hand and quickly run around another corner and try and
So
lose
give
Sandor.
me. So
Yeah.
this is you gonna give me a stealth check, and you're gonna do me a perception check, Sandor.
Do you want me to have disadvantage because of my heavy armor?
No,
And
I want you
you've
to have
also-
I only
Yes,
have a
and you have
disadvantage
a
about
num-
Diane. Yes.
You can only have one disadvantage, but
Yeah, but you have to if there was any possibility in doing that.
I'll follow along with Sander. Sounds like an interest. I assume he's just keeping an eye on them for amusement's sake.
absolutely, I'm the bodyguard.
10 is my stealth.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah. So yeah, you try. He's like, okay, we gotta wait. And Sandor's like turning.
and then
again.
and then a few minutes later, you turn around and I'm still there, just like.
All right. Desmond will attempt to find a hay barn or a hay loft or something and make his move with the young lady there. And if he hasn't already gotten to this point, this is where he starts talking, or drops his bag of gold coins and lets one or two of them spill out, or as he picks them up, of his 56 gold remaining. Yeah, drops a couple gold
Is
on the
that what nobles start with? Oh, you sold all your shit.
I sold all my shit and
Oh. Oh. So you like yellow?
But no. This is just some of the adventuring, the money I've made off slaying goblins and
Adventuring?
fighting ogres.
What? Like she hasn't been listening since you said adventuring.
Are they
You're an adventurer?
Didn't you hear the last 30 minutes of us walking where I was telling you that we're gonna go to this cave and loot it for all the treasure and stuff in there?
Yeah, but that's what a lot of young ones say.
No, we actually are. Do you see the sword and the shield and the chainmail? We're real adventurers.
I mean, I have a point. You seem like a real adventurer.
Yeah. Well, where do you think I acquired all of this loot? As that's the lingo amongst us adventurers for it. We call it loot.
What condition is your equipment in, Neil?
Perfect. Brand fucking new.
He's like, well, if you can lose your bodyguard, I feel like there's one place I want to show you. She kind of does this.
getting mildly uncomfortable. You're not Ryan. I can't do this with anyone but Ryan.
It's because I know how to make NPCs that you find attractive and don't describe them like your grandmother.
I was trying to make a point, but you let me finish.
Oh, don't he?
I mean, there are moments where I'll trail. I mean, you're able to make your way to if like you're trying to find a barn or something.
Yeah.
Like you'll be able to lose. I mean, I'll fall back to like 100 feet for a bit. You'll round a corner.
Yeah, I mean,
Enter
if we find a suitable place where we could take a rest, I'm sure your legs are killing you. He'll keep his distance. And
Her legs. What about her back?
for the record, he's not my bodyguard. He is a fellow companion, and he's a little bit slow. He doesn't know what to do without me. He's a little bit lost. I am the brains of this expedition.
Give me a deception roll.
He honestly believes that. That's not a lie. He believes that he is the brains of this operation.
Maybe the deception rolls for yourself.
Give me a deception roll and give me an insight roll. No, just give me a deception roll.
But he believes it.
I know.
He believes it, man. 12.
Okay, well, she looks at you and says, "Oh, the brains. So he's the
What's
muscle."
your intelligence, Neil?
7. It's a penalty of 2.
So he's the muscle.
He's got the eyes. He's a keen tracker, and you see that bow across his back. He's a great marksman, but I'm
my
the
battle
front
point,
line brawn and brain. He's really my support, and the elf is just traveling with us. She's a bard and a minstrel who follows us, singing stories for us.
Okay. Oh, this is where I wanted to show you. She points towards a small shack off the side of the road. Pa got me this. My first husband. I still have it. It's
Husband?
unused.
Were you married? Are you married?
I was. He died to some wolves in the mountains.
Tricky, how old does this girl look to be?
18.
She's older than me. Okay. All right. I guess there's no such thing as a bravery check here.
Do you feel the need to be
So
brave?
I am.
Maybe a little intimidated at the moment.
Do
What
you
would the
want
fear
to
save
open the
be? That'd be
door
a
for
wisdom
me?
save,
Wisdom save, yeah.
which is a penalty of 3 for me. All right. He's feeling a little intimidated, but he's going to go for it anyway.
She said, "How are you gonna open the door for me?"
Of course, of course. I've been well mannered. I open the door. I pick her up and carry her in through the threshold. Yada yada
No.
yada. You know, I'm a well mannered individual. I'm young and silly.
Okay, so she seems really upfront with it.
So
Closes
does
the door, and maybe after about 30 or 40 seconds, she's already undressed, and I don't think we need to go on more than that.
Wow, how did Desmond seduce that hottie? So Sandor stays outside, but he probably is like peeking in the window or
Pervert.
I don't know, guarding, listening at the door. Being a bodyguard, right? He was hired for protection.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Amara will actually transform into a weasel and sneak in.
Oh my god.
He
You can
wants
just
to know-
transform into creatures at will.
so you want to know what his favorite position is, or what?
No, I'm just
Just watching.
curious.
You just walk in on a cowgirl and a
It's educational.
adventurer.
So do you do this in front of me,
No,
or
I
do I
don't-
turn around at some point and
You turn around at some point and I'm not there.
It's just a weasel.
They have really high stealth, okay?
Weasel Waza strikes again. Okay. Next day, we head out.
Got a party of.
I mean, wait, no.
I thought I would be the socially awkward one.
Let's
Like,
go,
we've got a
not.
party of weirdos.
So do you spend the night there, or do you go back at the?
Oh no,
Okay,
I head back.
Okay.
When I hear you guys approaching the door, I like scurry, a block away from the little shack.
Okay. So you go back to the farm. This time, when you're met again by John and Marigold, Marigold seems to be very happy looking at both of you. Oh, this is there's the golden couple.
Your daughter certainly has a lovely personality, and was a great guide through the town.
She looks at you. Yes, she has a good personality and a great other host of things.
God.
Especially this farm after we die and we have no other heir.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sure she'll make a wonderful
no one that
farmer.
wants the farm.
Now, if you don't mind, we must get to bed before it gets too late. We have adventuring things to do in the morning.
Okay, you say that, you go, Diane stays a bit with her mother. They seem to be arguing about something. And you guys all go to sleep?
They're probably having a very famous cow and milk conversation. Very familiar to farmers.
If you wanna actually hew in, you can give me a perception check.
I don't.
If you have any
This is
interest.
all getting way too weird. Andor.
Well, oh, by the way, we forgot about something. Give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
Who?
One's for the fun and one's for the serious part.
2 con saves.
2 con saves.
Actually, saves should have another +2 on that because I'm proficient in Constitution saves.
So you have an amazing time.
So fighters are better in bed.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They understand how bodies interact a little bit better. They're more used to moving around and wrestling
They're
and
more used to
throwing
sticking
and
things in other
thrusting.
people.
You know,
Okay, so
Penetrating
as I
defenses.
said, you have a lot of fun, and on the second roll, you have no idea.
yeah. Well, all right.
That means barbarians are also better in bed, even though they have no technique.
Sometimes
Yeah, they're just
more
kind of.
That's your face.
They
Neil?
rage.
That's
Don't
your
they get
face?
advantage on con saves?
Should be, there should be a straw poll. Which D&D class do you think is best in bed?
If they rage, they have to make an attack or be attacked in order to keep their rage going. So
Getting
that's going to be
kinky.
some interesting stuff.
I mean, there's already a 50 Shades of Grey movie coming out. I don't think we need to do some role playing about it now, or explain it here.
Oh, we could only improve on the 50 Shades of Grey movie.
Yes, but
It'd be a hard.
I don't think we should.
All right. So the following morning,
Okay, you guys wake up, and you're met again with Marigold and John. Both of them, especially at Desmond, trying to give him food. Like, they're asking, where are you going? Why don't you stay a couple more days?
No, we must get off to the crypts in order to make our fortune and stuff. There's wonderful things to be found.
Marigold shakes his head, and John is like, well, Dan, we'll miss you if you ever come back. Should you visit us?
We'd love to stop by again. Your wife's cooking was delicious. She really knows how to make some tasty things.
He nods his head.
Ryan is
And
displeased.
after that, you're out.
Not the only tasty thing.
Okay, we depart and continue on to the next town.
Okay, the
Carwick.
next town is the town of Carwick. Okay, on the road, you guys eventually go about 3-4 hours into the road. Anything specific you want to do?
No.
No.
I've always got my eyes out for food and stuff that can be gathered.
I ask.
on.
Collecting berries and stuff as I go, assuming that someone else is probably paying more attention to the watch.
I want to ask Sondor one more time about his mother. Now that we're actually out on the road, I don't know if it will go well, but I'd like to try.
Road again.
My mother is well. Last I saw her. What is with you and mothers?
Family is important, don't you think? You can't be
agree.
friends with someone if you don't know their family.
You want to meet my family?
I don't necessarily need to meet them, but tell me about them. Tell me about you. I don't really know you too well yet. I'd like to get acquainted. If we're going to be spending time together, I should know you. And,
What do you need to know?
you should probably keep it quiet about your family around Hamara. It seems like she's an orphan. She might not take it too well if we have this conversation.
What is it you need to know?
Nothing in particular, just, small. I at this point I just make small talk with him about his background and stuff. I don't have anything important that I need to get.
You find it very difficult to make small talk with them. Like you have to explicitly ask it. Okay, let's pull chat. Let's pull chat.
All right. What is it? What do we need,
I got
Ryan?
my girlfriend's shoes. Do I need to
What?
make a straw poll?
Okay, what do we got, Aaron?
We got a pair. They can hear you. So let's talk.
Flats versus 4-inch heels. Super, get out of the trash.
Can she rotate the flats to the side so we can see them?
I don't see those.
I can't see the profile of the flats. I need a profile. No,
Oh, those
no,
are nice.
no,
I like
no.
those.
Fuck the flats.
Neil says go with the heels.
Thank you, Neil.
I'm seeing what chat says. Shoes.
Don't know.
Shoes.
No left ones.
No
Yeah.
flats.
Seems like somebody is going with you, frats. The people with some frats.
Okay, you done? Super, come on.
She's playing in a concert in a little bit. So no one can actually see her feet.
That's not true.
Pretty true.
Those little music stands don't hide the feet.
No, but she's like, there's like a row or so, and it's a full-on orchestra.
And she'll be sitting, right? Not standing?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's gonna walk out onto stage.
Yeah, that's why you wear the heels when you walk out onto stage, and then you sit, and you don't have to worry about you can sit in heels as comfortably as you can sit in flats, more or less.
She's gone. We don't need to talk about this anymore.
Okay. So,
Alright, so when Desmond tries to make small talk with Sandor, I basically go say, you're like, tell me about your mother. I'm like, what do you need to know? And you'll have to like ask very specific questions. I guess eventually you'll gather that I am from the Crowning Sands, the desert to the north, and my family is still there. Is there anything else specific you want?
Where you grew up in the actual desert? Like, you're a desert person?
Desert people? Is that what they call us? Yes.
Like, you don't have a city that you're from or a town? Where do you sleep out there? Do you just sleep on the sand?
Is there a softer bed in all the world?
I guess I've never tried to sleep on sand before.
Makes for rough people.
Well, there's a famous saying from where I'm from about sand. I don't know if you've heard it.
I'm looking at you expectantly, not saying anything.
We tend to say we don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. We don't like it. We prefer things soft and smooth, like it is here.
Not more of an observation than a saying.
Yeah, that's a terrible saying.
I didn't remember the line. It's the Anakin line from Star Wars 1 or 2.
You got the line right. It's just not.
I
saying.
didn't remember what it was ahead of time. I thought it was more of him coming on to Padme.
It was.
Yeah, but that's just so bad. I thought it was actually like efficient, like made sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
No, you wanna get some good sand quotes. You got to go to like Dune or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm done.
Okay, so eventually, let me get your tokens copied. It's getting quite late. We've traveled most of the day, and you're nowhere in sight of the city. It's still a bit of ways until Carwick.
Really? I thought it was like a.
Almost a day. Almost a full day. It's actually a bit more than a full day. You are at a river crossing. 1 second, let me get a token for Neil. Neil, give me like description of your character, anything that is you want to see in your token.
He has long, flowing blonde hair, teal eyes. He's about my height.
I won't see the eyes, so most likely.
He's a
Let's see if
fighter
we
with
can-
chainmail, a sword, and a shield.
Okay, I think this is gonna work. Let's see, fighter. God, some of the tokens here are so bad. And roll 20. You said long flowing black hair or blonde hair?
Blonde hair.
Ooh, this is a sexy map.
I cannot. This is a very sexy map. I cannot, for the love of anything, find a blonde.
Yeah, this is a sand quote. It was the Fremen custom to treat distant people as hostile until they threw sand into the air. Thrown sand is a profound gesture. It says, we share the same burden. Sand is our only enemy. This is what we drink. The hand that holds sand holds no weapon.
Desmond, you get that. Because I cannot find, for the love of anything, a token. If you can find a token that you want to use for yourself, feel free.
I can't find myself.
Oh wait, my token doesn't even match the others. I'm just like,
I don't think Desmond ever pulled that off.
So you're leaving me as the... I'm Ryan's
Wait,
character.
Your Ryan's character.
That's Justin's character from last campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Justin's
Last one.
character.
It's okay. The entire last campaign, I was that goofy monk.
I'm
That goofy monk that Neil was beforehand. Okay, so what do you guys do?
surprised that Desmond doesn't have a token in Roll20.
I cannot find a token. I was looking for human, guard,
I'll find you one,
fighter,
buddy.
nothing.
I'll do it.
Good. Good.
I don't even know how to look through the tokens.
You have to be the DM of a campaign. And then
yeah.
search through it for the token shits.
You know what? I feel like we can do this in the break.
Yeah,
gonna be
actually, and
easier
it's
for
just
us
about
to-
break time. So why don't we hop off to break unless you want to get us into some sort of encounter first?
Let's go a bit. Let's go a bit
Okay,
more. like
well
5
then,
more minutes.
we're not sleeping here, right? We're continuing on our journey.
Yeah, apparently this is something that's happening to us as we're crossing a river.
Why are we crossing a river?
The
look at the
river
map,
to
we don't
see-
cross
like,
the river.
road. The road goes with the river.
The road
It's,
goes over the river?
like- It's more like a
Yes.
stream.
Yes, it's
It
a
doesn't
stream,
go over
it's
the... I'm looking at the map. It doesn't go
does.
over the river.
It does. It's
You didn't make your maps very good then, Chucky, because it definitely doesn't go over the river.
that's your map, but I'm interpreting it, so that's how it goes.
Like there could be a point where at the curve it like crosses over and crosses back,
I guess.
depending.
Or it could be a small stream that comes off of the main river.
You know,
Yeah,
I almost
that's a-
stole
I
this
did too.
exact map for use.
Yeah, I know, because the Quick Tartars map are amazing.
All right, so
This
I guess
This
I'm
is
leading.
a major trade route, and that's like a bridge for it. The bridge is not big or stable. How do you get a
Well,
wagon
this is
over that?
not a major trade route.
You're
Again,
on the edge of
Carwick,
civilization.
yeah, you're on the edge of civilization. Like trade
Yes.
routes between Carwick, Hund, and Onsky. That's it. Like The only other Valark, which is the big city that trades with the three cities, the caravans only come almost once in a year.
Oh, okay. I guess it's not too unreasonable. You'd have to like draft wagons across that. You couldn't.
You have never seen a caravan bigger than maybe two, maybe even three one time. Carriages going over like ever.
Well, I've never been to Karwik before this, so
Yeah,
We started in Karwik.
yeah.
but he was never there beforehand.
Yeah.
No.
Technically, I'm moving backwards.
So you move a bit in broad, Desmond, and you see something to the right.
Mm-hmm.
You see a couple of bodies. You're not sure. You see like the other end, like the back end of the body. It
Can you
seems to be
Put them on the map for
female-
me.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. It seems to be a female body. You can only see a half of it, and then to his side and to her side, you see another part, another like, body part.
I don't see
One
him.
second, I'll put him. Yeah, I need to layout him.
Now, from the description, it sounds like they're dead, but it could also just as easily be that they're having nookie. So,
Definitely not having Nikki.
okay.
So as you move over on there, you kind of see the edge of the girl and the arm of the man. They are definitely not moving.
Without saying or doing anything, I immediately run over to them, splashing
So,
through the water on
as
my
a-
way.
As you do that, you're met with on the other side of the bush over on here, the startling looks of two creatures that seem to be completely covered in fur. They have a snout like a wolf, and just grizzly, like a very sparsely haired tail on their back.
I knew it. Furries.
You just caught
What's
them
wrong,
in the middle of
initiative?
eating. Initiative.
Or do we
And
go
I
away?
think we can take a break here, yeah.
Okay. Well, then we will see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.
Bye.